It's the CalebDMTG show.
The main change from the previous list was adding Eladamri's calls to the main. Prismatic ending would be competing with something, right? There's only so much space. If I want a card for like specifically Death Shadow, I think Solitude is better. In creature combo, I think Solitude is better. And explosives are better. If I want something for fast aggro, I think Lightning Helix is better. So it would be cutting into something that's like for a different matchup, right? Like I'd be cutting the Fulminator Mages or the Rest in Pieces or something. Only so much space. Prismatic's obviously good. But right now I want to test out the sideboard cards that I have before I cut them. Hey, Dr. Blondie, thanks for the 21 months. Was I okay against Amulet? I did beat Amulet when I faced it, but it's just one round, right? The issue with Flamekin Harbinger is that the only way that you can draw into what you're tutoring for that turn is if you have a cantrip that turn. So you Harbinger for, and then like get to trigger a Risen Reef or something, then you could draw what you're tutoring for. The nice thing about Eladamri's Call is it puts it right into your hand. And when you're triggering Omnath, you kind of have like an excess of mana. So it's way better to just like tutor for Risen Reef and play it than it is to tutor it to the top of your library and hopefully get to do something the next turn. I'm excited to turn on Tybalt. Hey J-Crit, thanks to the sub, thanks to the 31 months. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Eladamri's Call is going to end up being better than Harbinger would be. Was I going to switch out Gaia's Blessing? I wasn't planning on it, no. I feel like I did the things I was planning on doing. Modern's Legacy now? Oh yeah, it feels like it with all the Dazes and Wastelands going around. And combo killing you on turn 1. Iconic cards like Brainstorm in the format. Is it worth it to play a Dryad Arbor? Why would you want a Dryad Arbor? We're not playing Mana Dorks, we're playing Utopia Sprawl instead. The cool thing about Utopia Sprawl is that your opponent can't, like, just bolt it, right? Or Lava Dart it. Makes this a lot better against Lava Dart decks, playing Utopia Sprawl instead. They can still kill the Risen Reef fairly easily, but, I mean, in that matchup, we're mostly trying to ramp into Omnath and get Omnath rolling. Yeah, your Jund opponents are playing Renin 6, all your Prowess opponents are playing Lava Darts. Everyone's got a bunch of Fatal Pushes and Bolts and stuff. Utopia Sprawl just seems a lot better.
Oh shit, what up?
Hey Nuke MR, thanks to the sub, thanks to the 3 months. Hell yeah. If Ignoble Shaman were an Elemental Shaman, I mean, I'd probably play it just because it triggers Risen Reef, but there's a chance that Utopia Sprawl might even be better, just because the format is hostile to X1s. Hey, an opponent. Sure. Yeah, we can change the stream title. Oh, they're fetching. We're gonna see an opt while they try and find a forced negation. Hell yeah, Clockles. Yeah, I even had some uploads despite my day off this time. You cannot do that, Frescas. I don't think many channels will want you to advertise your boyfriend's stuff while they're midstream. Yeah, I considered making a Yorion deck. Yorion's sweet. I don't know if it would make it too inconsistent or not. Especially if we're adding Eladamri's calls. Might be fine. Just gonna pass here, and we can either Eladamri's call on their end of turn or flash in Endurance, whatever we feel like doing. Asking was merely a formality, yeah. Not sure why people would think that that would be cool, but those people exist. I don't want to lose all the life in the world, and they're playing Murktide Regent. Getting a mountain here is a little awkward. I guess it'll be fine.
Oh shit, what up?
Hey, Saucer Crab, thanks for the 16 months. Appreciate it. Oh, Eladamri's call gives us something to get back with Red and 6 Retrace. It's kind of sexy. First build of the deck didn't have anything. Is there another blue duel in here? Yeah, Hallowed Fountain.
Oh, shit,
Okay.
what up?
Yeah, I think that's the plan. Hey, Rampage Wildcard, thanks for the 31 months. Friend. We absolutely do Garrett Relentless. I don't know if it's a TOS violation or not. But it is irritating, and and I do not appreciate it. I think I unsettled Mariner here before I put the Glasspool Mimic. Then they have a path for the Risen Reef. We'll have something else to clone that's not just Omnath. Maybe that's wrong. But I kind of like it. So the opponent done. They're on some kind of like blue tempo control thing. They've got Murktide Regent as a win con. You think they're playing Delver? They might be playing Delver. I don't know if this is appropriate or good. Hopefully. Maybe I should have waited one more turn so I could ult and keep the Ren. This pitched counterspell, which is interesting because they could have hard casted one of these. Opponent is only at 7. Sure. I'm gonna fire off the Solitude. Oh man, if this Risen Reef finds me a land, it's better to lead on the reef, right? Because then we get a trigger from the Omnath coming into play, as well as the reef itself. I think we get one more card this way. We weren't winning this turn because we weren't getting the third Omnath trigger, but we were running away with the game in terms of card advantage. That's kind of nice. It seems like a matchup for Teferi, doesn't it? Teferi, and I probably want Veil of Summers as well. And then I'm not sure if I actually want stuff for their threats. Like we could board a Rest in Peace and turn off their Delve spells and make their Snapcasters look bad. But then it's potentially a dead spell if we draw it. This value engine's so fun. It's really fun, Atropos Moon. I agree. Let's bring in one Rip. It does turn off Voice. Voice no longer triggers. And it's good against my own red and 6. Alright, never mind. Fuck it. Immediately talk myself out of it. Yeah, let's cut the Force Negations. And then I think most of the rest of this is pretty good. Maybe we'll go down to 3 Subtleties in this matchup. Maybe I'm even supposed to leave in a Force over like Glass Blow Mimic. I kinda like that. Maybe it should be Wheel of Sun and Moon. Well, the issue with Wheel of Sun and Moon, just as we saw with like our opponent that brought in Leylines against us when we were playing Reanimator, is that it doesn't actually exile the stuff that's in their graveyard. So if you're facing a dedicated graveyard deck, like Reanimator or Dredge, Rest in Peace is a lot better than those cards. The cool thing about Wheel of Sun and Moon, I would argue like the only really cool thing, is it is also a card that you can bring in against Mill. But I think Gaia's Cradle's a lot better, because it only eats up 1 sideboard slot. Stuff Delver. Should probably be holding the Misty Aim for like post Omnath Titania business. I wanted to fetch a Triumph this turn though. Still like that idea. Can they Surgical Guy's Blessing? They can, but then your whole graveyard still gets shuffled back in. So it's kind of like when you hit an Emrakul or whatever, right? Getting Ketria Triumph means that I don't have the second white source for Solitude yet. That's probably okay. Maybe I should have sat on the red and 6. If I'd known I was drawing Voice of Resurgence, then that would be a really nice 1-2 punch, play one into the other. How's Subtlety been? It's been good in this deck. We went from 3 to 4. It's at its absolute best against like an opponent who has Cavern on Giant and they're playing Primeval Titans and such. Yeah, I might chill in this Teferi and see if I like can pair it with a 2-drop.
Oh shit, what up?
Oh shit, what up? Hey, our one last chance. Thanks to the sub. Thanks to the 36 months. Well, we can pay for Mystical Dispute now. I guess I'll cast it. Yeah, I don't know. They have 4 cards in hand. We could fire off Solitude on their end of turn. Or we could just go for Titania here.
What up?
Hey, K Marchi, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 15 months. Sure thing. Caleb wins! So that was a matchup where if we had Cavern of Souls in the sideboard, we would board it in, and it would pretty much win on the spot. But the sideboard cards that we did have for the matchup were also pretty good. Teferi and Veil of Summer do like kind of similar things, if you can resolve them. And we don't have to resolve a lot before like the value chain before it just like takes over the game, with the opponent trying to play 1-for-1 removal spells and counters and stuff. The benefit of Veil of Summer is that if you play against like a black discard deck, like Death Shadow or something, then you have cards that can bring in versus them, whereas they won't care about Cavern. And the benefit of Teferi is that it's really good against the Cascade decks. You could even potentially have more Teferi. This deck doesn't play Cavern within its mana base, because it's a Utopia Sprawl deck, and it's a fetchland deck with Omnath. So, if you play Caverns, you are harming the Red and 6 Omnath engine, around which we are based. Not the worst. I think what I'm going to do here is fetch Basic Forest and name White, so we can turn 2 Eladamri's Call and play a Triumph. The matchups for Lightning Elixes are matchups where you want to kill something and your life total is very important. So, mostly red aggressive decks, but I've really liked it against Asmo too. Just another thing. Opponent's playing goblins over there. This will be an interesting one. I don't know if I'm supposed to tutor for Omnath here. Probably has a better chance of living than Risen Reef does, though, Do I think Vile is worse than Utopia? Look at my fucking curve. It's an Omnath deck. We're trying to get lands into play. Vile doesn't help you get lands into play. I'm over here trying to make land drops, trigger Omnath. Chat's just like wondering why I'm not adding more air to the deck. Let's play the Mariner and Triome here. Drawing both Triomes is a little awkward. Because if we hadn't drawn both, then I could be hard casting Subtlety, and then try to do Omnath into fetch Titania. Munitions expert, yeah. Nice song, yeah, nice chill song. Not wrong. Sure. This needs to fetch a green source. I think it's gonna be Breeding Pool because I have this Subtlety in hand.
Oh shit, what up?
Hey, Mr. Peanut Butter, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 29 months. So we've already drained them. I think we cracked the Misty on their turn, so we can gain another 4 life. If they kill the Titania in response to the fetch, it doesn't really matter. Still like get our 5/3. Yeah, not a bad turn 4 at all.
What up?
Hey, Malakorian, thanks for the sub, thanks for 51 months. How close are they to combo killing? Who knows? We don't know what their hand is, right? draining for 3. I mean, we drained him for 4. But yeah, it was decent. I can see losing this game because we have subtlety instead of the solitude. I have not the Exalted one in MTG. I've not played any Goblins since Ignoble came out. The main reason being, it was bugged at first. So the week that I really wanted to play it and had my deck list all lined up and stuff, it was bugged, and now I'm like working on other decks. Hey, Corn Chips, thanks for the 46 months. Appreciate it. Well, that's kind of hilarious. I don't think we played this Voice of Resurgence. I think we just hold up our Flash Elementals. Get on in here. Endurance should break the combo if they get there, yeah. We'll see. Oh, Endurance doesn't shuffle. I guess that doesn't work then. Well, that's a bummer. Yeah, the one card that they cast that we would have been able to hit with Subtlety was the Matron. It was the turn that I didn't have another blue card in hand. But yeah, they have a win here. Just gonna reread it again. All cards in the graveyard at the bottom of their library. Yeah, oof indeed. That's the first time Subtlety being Subtlety and not Solitude has been like game losing. Whichever one it was, Mark Chalice, it doesn't change the meaning of my phrase, right? What you being pedantic for? What's the Goblin combo? The Snoop just copies itself. It gains the ability of the Kiki on top of their library, and then they have infinite Snoops. And then they copy the 2-1, the 2-2s to the top of their library that they'd played there, and they go get like a Sag Outlet and drain you out. Yeah, Solitude's coming in. Helix is coming in. Now I'm thinking about what I want to cut. Probably Endurance, huh? Endurance and Force Negation. I don't hate explosives. Might even want to. Maybe cut a Mimic. This is actually a draw where, like, Glasspool Mimic would be kind of sweet just to get as a land with the Eladamri's Call. I got you, Mark Chalice.
Oh shit, what up?
Okay, the Schmidt thinks the Saw thinks the 2 months there. It's not just that, Overholt. Eladamri's Call also puts the cards in your hand. It's mostly that. Usually when I'm popping off with Omnath, I have plenty of mana. And I just need to find, like, Risen Reefs and Titanias and stuff. Like, right now, tutoring something to the top of my library would be atrocious, right? Because then I wouldn't even have a chance of getting a land. I'm feeling a little silly for pulling the Glasspool Mimic. I think this is the first league I've played with Eladamri's Call. The first time that situation has come up. So I guess I won't be too hard on myself. If we get the 3rd land for Risen Reef, we'll probably cantrip us into Omnath mana. Okay. Well, that's quite good here, isn't it? The old turn 2 Blood Moon out of Goblins. Not that I would have drawn anything to fetch a basic there anyway. We did board in some engineered explosives, so if we draw another basic in one of those, we can potentially get Blood Moon off the board that way. Right now the main reason I'm not conceding is because I have a couple of pitch cards here. So we can interact for a little bit. Fuck. This would be so much better if I had a Risen Reef in play. Draw a card off the pitch cast. I can see what I want to. I don't like being told to concede. Pretty low on my list of things I enjoy doing. Obviously, we're not likely to win this game, but I haven't conceded yet for a reason, right? Probably because I want to play another turn or two. If you literally can't wait the, like, minute or whatever it's gonna take me to, like, fail and concede or, like, hit some runners and be in the game again, then leave the stream. Don't make me time you out. Just fucking bail. It's not gonna take that long. Get some patience in you, huh? I wonder if there's a streamer out there that just, like, really loves being told to concede. Like, if that's their kink. It's just, like, their favorite thing. They're like, yes, I have the best job. Ugh, if only people told me what to do more often. Yeah, you can operate under the assumption that I always know that conceding is an option. I've played the game since I was 10 years old. I'm aware. I'm aware that it's a thing you can do. What? You can do that? Oh my god! Yeah, the turn 2 Blood Moon didn't even have a chance to fetch basics. Not that I was going to fetch any basics anyway, but I didn't even have a chance. Why was the Snoop copy not made? Because the target has for the activated ability still needs to be there on resolution. So just like if you like, say you had like a Vraska's Contempt that exiled a creature and you gained 2 life and you pointed it at a creature and then your opponent like sacrificed it or killed it in response or something, you wouldn't gain the 2 life from the Vraska's Contempt because the Vraska's Contempt isn't resolving, it's fizzling. It's the same thing with the Kikijiki ability where you're targeting the thing and so it'll fizzle if the target's gone then. So removal's good against it for sure. I've not picked up any new Magic art lately, nor will I for a while. I'm much more likely to sell art in the near future. I was buying a lot of Magic art when I had a schwanky sponsorship from Wizards. So it was kind of fun to put some money back into the community, especially because I really enjoy Magic's art. But it'll be a few years of me, like, getting ahead on my mortgage and shit before I have that kind of money again. Like, I'm pretty sure I'll buy a hot tub and other things I want for the house. Or, like, go on trips and stuff and visit friends. I am happy that I bought all my art, and I have a lot of awesome art on my walls. But it's not something that my house needs, especially right now. I've been meaning to do an art tour. Hey, the Stewart. Thanks for the 500 bits. Yeah, thanks for the match. Appreciate it. Go fetch the white producing Triome. Really hoping I don't just get stalled out on 2 lands again. That would be unfun. Trouble, I mean, you saw us pop off with just Omnath and Titanium already, so I don't know why you would think that. We are not especially short on gas. And we have Eladamri's calls to go find more Risen Reefs. That's something that we want. Oh, shit. This is, like, the worst for a few different reasons. One, they're, like, pretty likely to be a deck that's playing, like, Ghost Quarters and stuff to punish this. And then, because this isn't a forest, I can't even, like, cast it and name white and run out the other voice. So I'm just in an awkward spot. You got it, Knifeoon. Correct, the Triumph does not produce green. We got it because it was the Triumph that produces white. So we play Voice of Resurgence on Tomb. It's starting to look rough. Yeah, all of the Triumphs that are missing, huh? I've definitely missed not having the Grixis one for a few decks. They'll come around eventually. I don't think I'm gonna pitch cast this Risen Reef. Like, I think I need to resolve this to get back in the game. But I probably shouldn't F6 just in case. Yay. That's gonna give me another Risen Reef trigger. Oh my god, what if this puts a blue card into my hand? It didn't. But if this had put a blue card in my hand to, like, pitch to the Salty and the Resto, god, it would have been so filthy. Oh, I get another voice trigger. Maybe I can do both. Come on, give me that blue card. No. It would have been the coolest thing, yeah. Still a good turn for us. We went from 2 lands to 5. That's not the worst. I'm gonna jam with these, try and convert them, get more 5/5s. Hey, Artex 00, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 54 months there. Try another Reef? Yeah, maybe. I mean, next turn Titania is probably gonna make me some bodies. Some warm bodies to beat down with.
Oh shit, what up?
Hey, Major2828, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 46 months. You just watched the YouTube VOD of this deck this morning? Nice. Yeah, that league had a really good run. where we only lost to Living End. And beat a bunch of like prime times and stuff. This run has started out a little worse. Although we did beat the Infinite Counterspell deck in the first round. The manning a voice here instead of an elemental token is a really bad sign. Is Cauldron Complete Modern playable? Yeah, it's been showing up in a lot of decks. Fuck. If one of these fetches was in hand, we'd be able to play Omnath into Titania, which is a really good time. I could have chosen to put one of the fetch lands to hand instead of to play with the Risen Reef. I did have that option, and I chose to put them both into play. Maybe it would have been a little bit better to split it, just in case we drew Omnath. I don't think so. I think we're like way more likely to draw a regular land than we are to draw one of the Omnaths. And if you draw a regular land, it's way better to put both lands into play. Because then you could play regular land from hand, Titania, get back a fetch, and then you have two fetches with Titania instead of just one. Yeah. It's just unfortunate that we drew the Omnath. It's just a little awkward, that's all. If I drew a land off Omnath, yeah, that's, I'm greedy, I'm not that greedy. So we serve with our elemental tokens. They can put a Cauldron Complete in front of one of them, but then they're still taking like 10 damage, so they probably still have to block something else. Or maybe I'm just supposed to chill. I guess the elementals would be 6/6s. Yeah, so they'd still be taking 10 because the Cauldron eats one or whatever. It's got first strike, right? I think. I don't know. It's got so many fucking abilities. The benefit to waiting a turn is then the elemental gets to serve as well, and potentially the Titania. Fuck, yeah, I'll pass. The issue with waiting is that we don't like have infinite life either. And they're also going to be doing more things. So I can't play Utopia Sprawls, and they can't play more on Thin Ices. I think I'm okay with that trade. Do I think I have Path? If I had Path, I would have served there for sure. But that is probably what they're trying to shut me out of. I might not even crack my fetch on their end of turn. depending on what they do. Yeah, we understand, Kirxus. We're literally having a conversation around the Sanctum Prelate that you were trying to inform us about. I have indeed heard of Greta Van Fleet. These multiple Vile decks in a row, making Subtlety look a little awkward. We didn't face any Vile decks in our first run, so Subtlety just looked amazing. Oh, that would have been cute, Hydra Killer. You're saying they should have activated Stoneforge Mystic and then responded by Resto blinking it, and then the Stoneforge Mystic ability resolves, and then they've got Batterskull in their hand to put into play. Yeah, that would have been a cute line. The opponent's deck is big because they're playing Yorion. They literally just put it in their hand. I've not heard of Goose. Both sound pretty good to me, empty Cheons. I don't think I'm gonna beat this board, unfortunately. Thoughts on thoughts. The resto with the Yorion there is gonna blink out all my non-token permanents. We're like still in a spot where we can attack. Very awkward. I want Lightning Helix. I don't know. I kind of feel like no. I wonder if this deck could use a needle in the board. Could name Vile, could name Asmo. Could be really good. Like 1 or 2 needles. There's only so much space, is the issue. I have a level for that on my Patreon, Zombie. You can check out the Patreon rewards. Helix is okay, but I don't think I want it. I'm just gonna shave it endurance. And call this good. Mill is played enough in Modern that it's worth having a 1 of Guy's Blessing in your board. Usually you play it like once every 2 or 3 leagues. This hand's a little low on gas. We're hoping to draw either a Risen Reef or an Omnath. I don't think I've actually had the turn 2 Risen Reef off Utopia Sprawl yet. That'd be kind of fun. Well, and because we don't care about their graveyard and HR Ludicrous, then we do care about them. Oh, hey, speak of the devil. Yeah, Endurance hoses graveyards, and my opponent doesn't use their graveyard at all. It's a 3-4. Whereas Subtlety has a chance of actually hitting something. Look at the card! I might Natural Order. I'm not really... Usually when I'm streaming, I'm like trying to focus on streaming, so it's like really hard for me to actually remember song and band recommendations. I get a lot of them. So if you want me to check out a group that you think I would like, you should send me a DM. My DM's open on Twitter and Discord and Facebook and shit. Gab played this deck this morning. My list? I didn't post it on Twitter or anything, so it was probably his own list. In which case it wouldn't be the same deck, right? You made him check my VOD from my deck? Very obnoxious. I wouldn't do that shit. Force of Vigor? Oh yeah, Force of Vigor would be good, for sure. Man, both reefs down. Yeah, Force of Vigor or like a Disenchant for this on Thin Ice would be pretty excellent. I guess I just like call for another Risen Reef here, huh? Go get number 3. Maybe I'm supposed to grab Omnath. The Mimic plays a lot better. They both draw a card, and the Mimic plays a lot better with Reef than it does with Omnath, is the main reason. Main reason I'm getting another Reef here. But even getting Titania would be interesting. Yeah, Foundation Breaker would make sense. We were also talking about the White Exile card earlier. That would also be able to hit on Thin Ice, but it wouldn't be something that we could get with Eladamri's Call. As good as saving land cracks are. Ah, fuck this card. It's so obnoxious. Still gonna clone my Risen Reef. Yes. The Foothills is gonna come and play tapped. That's okay. Oh, this fucking Giver of Runes is gonna be live though, so I can't even Solitude the Archon. God damn it. So I'm gonna need to like Solitude Giver and then hopefully draw into another Solitude for the Archon. And then hopefully I won't be dead from the Cauldron Complete beats. And that's our plan. Isn't that fun? Isn't that a fun plan? E on 1 would actually be sick here, wouldn't it? We'd be able to hit the Giver of Runes Vial and the On Thin Ice to get a Risen Reef back. It'd be so insane. Has this deck been good? We went 4-1 in our first league. We're having a rougher time in our second league. We're only in the third match. I can't flash Endurance because I don't have double green right now. I only have 1 green source. The Archon made my Stomping Ground go and play tapped or whatever, or my fetch. Besides, if I did do that, then I wouldn't be able to get rid of the Giver of Runes. If I flash Endurance to block, they just like Giver of Runes protection, right? They have Flicker Wisp to save it anyway. Brutal. So that'll be a little bit better if I had an Omnath in play, huh? I know we're pretty much dead. Death and Taxes seems solid. Yeah, it's fairly solid. It's my first time playing against it in a while, I think. I think I played against it like 2 modern streams ago and got wrecked by it. Specifically got wrecked by Archon. Card's super good. People are doing like Cascade decks in the format, so Archon, like is not only like a hoser against like Snapcaster type cards, but hits those as well.
Oh shit, what up?
Hey, just aggressive, thanks to the sub, thanks to the 22 months there. I think this Omnath's going to be a little late. A little late to the party, unfortunately. We're supposed to jump there. Like put the Unsettled in front. So what? 2 damage. Hey Rainbow 811, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 31 months there.
Oh shit, what up?
Hey Big Goof, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 36 months. I think I flash in Subtlety and like attempt to block. If we could play more than one spell a turn, our hand would be awesome. We'd be winning so hard if that was a thing. You have been absolved, Backwards Ghost. Letting the Archon die. Interesting. Oh, I should just be casting. I can fetch and just cast this thing off Omnath. Well, anyway.
Oh shit, what up?
No, I don't have a use for this mana. I guess I couldn't have done it. Oh yeah, I could have. The Misty Rainforest could have fetched a basic island. And then I go to 1. Well, anyway. Yeah, Suppliciarian, thanks for the 39 months. Thanks for supporting the old stream. Supporting this old bag of bones. We can Solitude, but there's no reason to do it now. We can't hardcast it. We don't have a second white.
Oh shit, what up?
Hey, Will Ross, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 12 months. The last card in hand is Yorion, so we've got that one to violin. Get some blink value, maybe. And then just doing that now.
Oh shit, what up?
Hey, Aroni, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 33 months. Pretty okay with Omnath getting exiled because we have a spare here. Yorion can't hit artifacts, and they could have reset their vial, yeah. They do have other 5s in their deck with the Solitude, but it might have been correct. I think they should be giving the Yorion... Oh, it's protection, it's not hexproof. So they give the Yorion pro white. Then they'd be fizzling their own Flicker Wisp ability. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping the Solitude, the Risen Reef triggers, I'm kind of hoping they find me another Solitude. So I can then exile the Yorion and prevent them from having a recursion loop, you know? We've already used our Omnath triggers here. Might as well put it to hand. Okay. shit, what up? Hey, just CalebDMTG, thanks for the 36 months. Time is indeed weird. Hey, Jay Sojourner, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 45 there. Alright, so I think I want Rin in 6 to pop this Flicker Wisp. Just thinking here for a sec. Well, that's an interesting one. We kind of already used our mana for the turn, though, They are up again. We painted our Risen Reef because we have 17 cards in our library, and every time we crack a fetch, we're going to get a 5/3 from Titania. And we might want to play some pitch elementals on their turn here. Oh, they don't have the mana to equip the sword. It's a pretty big deal. I see all the messages, but my my clock is kind of a factor right now, so I'm not going to be responding to folks. This enough for a win. We're at 9. Certainly seems like enough. Okay. We could go get Omnath, get some Omnath triggers. But there's not enough fetchable lands. There's like not enough fucking time to figure out a win here. Guys gotta do shit. Yeah, I used way too much time there, Oh, we have 2 minutes. There's like no fucking way we can win a game in 2 minutes. Why didn't Fracturing Gust come in? I guess it doesn't really answer the Cauldra, It doesn't answer the Cauldra at all. Obnoxious. I think I'm just going to cut Risen Reefs in Game 3. It's a pretty big part of how the deck plays, but we only have 2 minutes. There's just not going to be enough time. Don't they have 4 minutes? Well, 4 minutes is a lot more than 2 minutes, and their deck can actually win in 4 minutes. Ours cannot. No turn 1 Vial is a good sign. These fucking things. Was trying to draw a different white creature because I kind of wanted to hold on to the Omnath. This is pretty brutal. Both Grateful Head. I went to a lot of folk music festivals growing up, but I didn't get into metal and electronic music until I had friends that were into that in high school. And then I didn't get into rap until I started streaming. But yeah, not a great time to ask questions. Kind of a little busy. I don't know if you noticed. But I don't actually have enough time to finish this game. Now I just need to draw out nothing but Omnaths for the rest of this game. We'll be good. We'll be hunky-dory. They're gonna be the ones that have the block option this next turn. They have a hard cast Batterskull next turn, so I don't think we're actually going to be able to race them. Oh shit, I guess not. If they have a land, I assumed that they would from the Charming Prince Scry. Wow. They clicked through their clicked through their blocks. Just went a little too fast, huh? Was not expecting that. F6? Yeah, F6 still lets you block, but they might have like clicked it again when they asked him if they had blockers to declare.
Oh shit, what up?
Endurance does not shuffle the opponent's deck. It just puts cards in their graveyard on the bottom of their library. Hey, Lysarian, thanks for gifting a sub. Congrats to Faye Frog. And Dragon Bear, thanks for the 100 bits. Hell yeah. Speed magic at its finest, I guess. I'm not that fast. My hands are a little cold right now. The mana base in this deck takes fucking forever. Everything's so specific, too. There's like almost no colorless costs. Can't win in 2 minutes? Well, I didn't think I could win in 2 minutes. I don't think that was a possible thing. Drawing the Solitude for the Stoneforge Mystic that one turn was very lucky. Hey, Mono Blue, thanks for the 40 months there. Mono Blue also throwing that quote in my face. Well, I've never been happier to be wrong. Hey, End Wars, thanks for the sub. Hell yeah. Deck is super fun. You're not wrong, Olds Rocket. I have not gotten to Fracturing Gust an Enchantress player yet. That would be quite fun, though. I had 2 Gusts at first, but I shaved one to make room for more stuff for this run. Oh, this hand is rancid. Let's keep it.
Oh shit, what up?
Hey, Thunder Family, thanks for the 34 months there. Thunder says that they couldn't think of another streamer that deserves it more. Have a glass of the finest Johnny Walker Red on you. Yeah, no, I'll get right on that. That Johnny Walker Red. Hey, Zen Shadow, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 8 months. Appreciate it. Play the Temple Garden tapped here over Sacred Foundry because we have more cards that we can play off Temple Garden than Sacred Foundry. Depending on our draws. I think Wooded Foothills is going to go get a Triome, the Jeskai one, assuming we don't draw anything useful to do on turn 2 here.
Oh shit, what up?
Hey, W Turner, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 2 months there. Yeah, I think letting them have the Soulscar Mage on turn 1, and then force negationing, like, a Lava Dart or something might have been better. I don't know. Or if they have light at the stage. No idea. Ooh. Kind of painful to pitch an Omnath to Solitude, but it might happen. We'll see how they do. I wish you could see what they got off Expressive Iteration, so you could see what they're like thinking about. It is a lot better this way. The issue with Cavern is that it's hard to fit into a fetch land mana base together comic. We're playing a fetch land mana base because of Omnath. Right? We need like forests for Utopia Sprawl to go on. I think I either want another island or plains here. Plains just in case we end up hardcasting a Solitude. I do not think this band is on Spotify, no. As much as I want to save this Omnath, I think just drawing an extra card off the Reef here is pretty good. Alright, so now Titania is also a super live draw, and we have enough mana that if we draw our tutor, we can like tutor for stuff. Math is quite clearly the best card in the deck, yeah. But it plays well with Titania, and it plays well with Risen Reef. So there's some merit to the Elemental Shell. I guess if we hadn't pitched Omnath, right now we'd be able to go like, ooh. Well, that one doesn't do anything, does it? Fuck. They don't have 6 in time. I had too many clicks to go through. I'm not fast enough. Worth a shot, definitely worth a shot. Because Red and 6 wasn't doing anything else, so. Well, it does a lot more than that in this deck, Turtle Power. Very often a 0 mana 4/4. Yeah, I'll cast it. It's almost worth holding on to in case we top deck a Risen Reef. Feeling pretty far behind now. Might just straight lose this game because I decided to pitch to Solitude instead of holding on to the Omnath. I wasn't thinking about if the Risen Reef trigger hit me a land, then I'd be able to go Omnath into fetch. If the Risen Reef doesn't hit a land though, if it just finds you more gas, then you feel silly for not cycling your Solitude. I don't know. Seemed fine at the time, but we might lose because of it. Solitude off the top would still be fine. What we really want is like Omnath into stuff though. This could be a fun start.
Oh shit, what up?
Fuck, huh? We drew those cards in the wrong order. If you lead on Omnath here, and then you get to like gain 4, and we're gonna have plenty of mana to Risen Reef, and then play whatever you cantrip into. Just like hope they don't have a thing and go for the ping. It seems so hopeful. Just so incredibly unlikely to work. Oh, they had a thing. Oh man, how lucky. Alright, I think they're gonna kill me on their turn. They're going face there instead of killing Risen Reef. Seems pretty clear cut. I think I like Heem. Definitely like Lightning Helix. And then I think Teferi's worth a look, worth a thought. Should we cut Force Negation? I feel like Force Negation is like a really safe card to have, like once you've stabilized. But I don't know how often I want to pitch to it. I think I'm gonna go down a Subtlety. Bring the third Solitude in. I'm not sure about these explosives. I'm not sure about them at all. I do not want to cut Voice of Resurgence. They have instance. Renin 6 was garbage. Renin 6 is not really here to kill the opponent's things. It's here to feed me fetches. So the Omnath continually has stuff. You don't really cut them. It is extremely good on average, so it doesn't matter if it's good, it doesn't matter if it's bad in one individual game. That shouldn't be deciding your stuff for you. Maybe this Teferi's stupid. I don't actually need that. Endurance. I think Endurance is like a pretty good blocker. I think Endurance is staying in. I'm gonna cut Mimic. Yeah, Mariner has an ability that's not like irrelevant. It's not like amazing. There's a reason we're only playing 3. But it also pitches to Force Negation, Subtlety, and Solitude. And it's an elemental for Risen Reef. In our Risen Reef elemental deck. Let's just bring in 1 explosives. We kind of need this Renin 6 to rebuy a land. I don't think we can afford to ping the Dragon's Rage, unfortunately. Even though that card is insane and like needs to be pinged on site. I guess I could Solitude it. Should I just do that? Should I Solitude it right now? I think there's a chance that the Ren still gets to ping it. So I'm going to give them a turn with their Dragon's Rage, I guess. There's only 1 forest in the deck, so we can't fetch another forest and sprawl it up. Sorcery, instant, artifact is only going to be 3 card types, not 4. Maybe Renin 6 will get to ping something. Of course, that does keep us from playing Omnath this turn, but I think that's worth. Casting Omnath is so good, but yeah, we just need to ping. We just need to ping here. I'm not quite sure which one I'm supposed to pitch. I'm just gonna do this now. Oh, I should have did it first, huh? We gain 2 less life that way. We give him Delirium, then kill their thing. Now they're gonna live it too? Oh no. Oh no.
Oh shit, what up?
Oh shit, what up? Hey, Wary Dude, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 16 months. Oh, nice. Reading pool. They're just off of it, sure. Yeah, so we would have the mana to Risen Reef and play the Eladamri's Call there. So Eladamri's Call was probably gonna go get Titania for me. Have a nice chain of value going. Just a little too much for them to answer. What's up, Brian K? Weary Dude's letting me know that I pitched the wrong Omnath. Oh no! Yeah, I actually cut the other Omnath. I had a 1 of the 4 mana 3/3 that's just rug colors. And I cut that for the 4th Subtlety, which I'm not convinced about either. Maybe there should just be like a random main deck Helix in that slot or something. Do we like that sideboard plan? Do we want to change anything on the draw? Maybe Teferi's worse. I'm gonna leave it in, I think. What's the coolest elemental that I didn't get to play? Well, this deck doesn't quite have enough red cards for Fury. It's a pretty cool one. I did not try Realm Walker. That's a really cool idea. Realm Walker, I also didn't really try in Shamans either. That could also be fun. Well, on the draw, you're more likely to just hit your land drop, Sasuo. I mostly don't like the Glasspool Mimic against decks that have like a ton of efficient removal. The odds of you being able to successfully clone a Risen Reef go down dramatically. We also cut one of our Eladamri's calls, so we're just like less likely to have that line come up anyway. I'm just gonna submit this. Maybe Force Negation should come in on the draw. I don't know. Sansi's pretty juicy. I think the Tutor Elemental belongs in a very different sort of deck, Wally. But you're right, that would be sweet. Yeah, the only real way to deal with the Cauldra is to bounce it or exile it. It's pretty obnoxious. Companion Kahira. Is Kahira an elemental herself? It's not the worst idea. Cat Beast. I don't think it's worth. It is an Anthem, though. Eats up a sideboard slot, too. I kind of like the idea of double Unsettled Mariner next turn. Oh, I can't quite do that. Dang. I can't voice plus either. Do I just play Omnath then? Well, the second time I've been Blood Mooned. This time we at least have some basics. And Utopia Sprawl in blue. In way better position than the last time I got Blood Mooned. Our fucking Goblin's opponent went turn 1 Vial, and then turn 2 they Vialed in a Cirque Prospector and sacked it to Blood Moon us. It is the filthiest fucking thing. Oh, man. Yeah, let's play Omnath, I guess. Nice. Sprawl here is dece. This might help me deploy multiple threats on a future turn. There's a chance Teferi actually gets up to a spot where we can clear the Blood Moon. Or bounce it anyway. We certainly do flinch at Blood Moon. We super lost to it earlier. We only have fucking 4 basics. Ooh, that's a good one. I think I just pass. Or no, because if we hit a land off Risen Reef, then the Omnath triggers. That'd be so good. Nice. Oh, fun little game. Hitting the extra land for Omnath was really satisfying. Because I wasn't sure if I should be solituding on my turn or theirs. I think the third solitude should be in the main over the fourth subtlety. I think that'd be a fine swap. Yeah, I'm not thinking through Blood Moon. It's not something that happens that often, huh? Temple of Deceit. Oh, is this Oracle combo that we're facing? That could be real obnoxious. So we lead on Hallowed Fountain, then we don't have Ren and 6 as an option. I guess we lead on Temple Garden, huh? That gives us all of our 2-drops as possible plays. Ad Nauseam isn't really played anymore. But people still play with the 2 black 6/6 combo deck. Triskadar says that it is. Okay. It does look like the Ad Nauseam mana base. I've pretty much only played against that straight blue-black combo. This is really awkward without like Simeon Spirit Guide to pitch and cast the Wing Con, the turn that you combo. So I just like haven't seen it at all. They're playing the Soul Talisman. That makes sense. Gotcha. Yeah, I hadn't seen it with the Suspend Tutor.
Oh shit, what up?
Look at chat, letting me know. Telling me what's what. Kind of sitting on the fetch land in case I find Omnath. It's nice to have one in reserve. Hanging out Holy Diver, thanks to the sub, thanks to the 20 months there. That's what I thought Boros boss, but I don't know. Maybe people are still going back to Adnaz. Opponent's got to be like thrilled. This is my turn 3 play if they're playing a combo deck. This would be a matchup where Cavern of Souls letting me resolve Subtlety through Pact of Negations would be like pretty insane. Hey, Medium Mart, thanks to the sub, thanks to the 7 months. Yeah, more modern. I think I just play voice here. Will this pile of subtleties be good? I don't think so. I think they're gonna have like some number of Pact of Negations. The subtlety doesn't stop them from like going through their whole deck. So they'd have to have like a cheese combo. They'd have to have like Spoils plus Oracle with no backup. Huh. I already have Hallowed Fountain. So what we're most trying to hit is force of negation. So we have a couple of those in the main. Another blue card to pitch to subtlety here is like something, I suppose. Well, they're doing something in a turn here. Just raw dogging and ad nause. Oh no. There's a pact of negation. Hopefully their plan is to just play this Phyrexian on life and fog for a turn. Yeah, someone earlier was asking about Stone Rebel, the artist that we're listening to right now. Yeah, their stuff's all up on YouTube, and if you want to buy their stuff, their music's up on Bandcamp.
Oh shit, what up?
Oh shit, what up? Hey, Adamantium Jello, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 60 months there. If we find an Omnath, we could use that to put them to 0 and then attack for the win, right? Seems like a really reasonable line to victory. Well, that's a great fucking draw. So right now I'm considering pitch casting some subtleties. Reef into Ren at 6, could do that. Well, the issue with getting a Titania token is that if I'm drawing towards Omnath, I kind of need the landfall trigger. Well, there's 4 Omnaths and there's only 2 Ren at 6. Get the other landfall triggers just from having 2 Risen Reefs. Yeah, that's valid. Okay. I'll crack my fetch first. I'll listen to chat. That's never gone wrong before. Shit aim. Alright, I guess I just go digging for Ren and 6 then. I'll just like cast a Risen Reef here, and then crack a fetch. And that'll give me like another 6 cards towards Ren and 6, but Omnath won't do it anymore. I think holding on to all these blue cards is like probably smart. Endurance is fucking hilarious. Hey. Hey, an Omnath. Okay, so there's the Angel's Grace, but we can't deal them damage, right? Damage that would reduce your life total to less than 1 reduces it to 1, and they're already at 1, so we just have to pass the turn. It's a pretty good pitchable, or Omnath is. The pitch of Subtlety. Maybe not. Maybe bidding Omnath was correct, because I'm probably gonna, like, find more cards. Maybe I just shouldn't even be playing Omnath. Just like Ren and 6 ping them. If I get my other Ren and 6, I'm gonna kill another Risen Reef. Nice. Let's see. I can play my land, I guess. Just pass. Fetch for damage. They played the card where they can't take damage. They're at 1. We're passing the turn. How does Adnaz even win anymore? Well, they don't win this game.
Oh shit, what up?
Oracle's their main win condition. Hey, Limbless, thanks to the sub, thanks to the 53 months. Almost time for your Kappa to shift again. Getting close. Getting close indeed. Teleporting Fracturing Gust? I don't really, but I guess it's a card. I'm also not sure about Fulminator Mage in this matchup. I can't respond to the Angel's Grace. I can't do stuff, right? So like whatever's on the stack is gonna resolve whatever the Angel's Grace triggers. But I can't just like make a land drop in the middle. I can't add more things to the stack. Solitude is coming out? Yeah. I'm not... I'm obviously going to be cutting my Swords to Plowshares creature. Just give me a sec to respond to folks, huh? Do I mainly play Modern? I play a little bit of everything. I do play a lot of Modern, but I also play Legacy, Cube. I play the Arena Cube when it's up. That was the last time I was playing Arena. I might be playing a little bit of Dominaria Limited, because I really enjoy that format. Explosives isn't the worst. Does hit random parts that they have going on. We could play Veil of Summer. If they're trying to pact and stuff. Gaia's Blessing versus the Oracle trigger? What? This is a sorcery. This is a sorcery and it says target player. I don't know why people are talking about Gaia's Blessing right now. Endurance is good against the Oracle, yes. I play 1 Explosives, or like maybe 1 Mariner. I want to test Fulminator Mage, but I think it'd be a little bit better on the play. So if we go to a game 3, I'll bring the Fulminators in, give them a shot. I think it's pretty sexy. This is a Caleb brew, yes. Thank you, Sir Fink. So the cool thing about Teferi is it does counter Lotus Bloom. Just by existing, just by having the passive. Should probably be daunting to Teferi on nothing, but might have a good bounce target soon. Well, that's a bummer. Oh, they're conceding? They shouldn't be conceding there. Because the Oracle goes on top of their library and they get another chance to win the following turn. Like I was gonna have to like Eladamri's Call. And hopefully do something better than another Subtlety, I don't know. Oh, they're at -30. Right, they die at my turn. Just kidding. Their concession was completely fine. My apologies. My apologies to the opponent. Well, that's back-to-back 4-1s. A lot of our wins were a little messier than our wins in the first league, but a 4-1's a 4-1. Hey, Norberger, thanks for the 26 months. Didn't we reveal the Subtlety? Yeah, they were in a rough spot, though, with the Teferi and stuff. Maybe they're just playing that, playing and hoping that I didn't have a blue card to pitch to it. Maybe they thought that was their best chance of winning. Because they just, like, sit there. I mean, I just draw a pile of cards with Risen Reef and find a bunch of Force Negations and stuff. Am I liking this deck? This deck's been a blast, Ryan K. Yeah, I'm only 2 leagues in. I'm still, like, making tweaks and trying new stuff out. Like, I think I want the 3rd Solitude in the main over the 4th Subtlety. I think that's fine. And then the sideboard has a lot of ways you can go with it. The Eladamri's Calls were decent. They weren't like rotting in my hand too often. More than like I'm playing 3 Voice of Resurgence and 3 Unsettled Mariners, and then the Eladamri's Calls instead of playing 4 of each of those. I think it's a lot better. Just like having Omnath more consistently, having Risen Reef more consistently. I think that's really good. Or being able to tutor for the pitch elemental of your choice, like just 2 mana having that effect is sweet. 2 Titanias has felt like the perfect number. It comes together naturally with Omnath, a reasonable amount. Which you wouldn't think with only 2, but it's not like we're a Titania combo deck. It's just good. It's just a good way to finish. Titania spitting out tokens plays really well with the Risen Reef and the Voice of Resurgence tokens. If I was going to try out a Realm Walker, what would the cut be? That's a good question. Maybe I would move the 3rd Solitude back to the sideboard. You could try out Realm Walker instead of Eladamri's Call. Like, Eladamri's Call and Realm Walker doing something similar in terms of just, like, trying to feed you constant gas. I don't hate that idea. Utopia Sprawl is mana fixing, and it's acceleration, which this deck really needs, right? Do I want more than 2 calls or Ren and 6? Well, I was just talking about cutting one of the calls. I think 2 Ren and 6 and 2 Eladamri's calls are really good numbers on both of those cards. The cool thing about Ren and 6 is that it gives you more keepable openers. Like, earlier we kept a hand that was just like Utopia Sprawl, Fetch, Ren and 6, and that's totally fine. The downside to playing more Ren and 6s is that now you're gonna like draw them in multiples more often, and you really just want to draw like 1 Ren and 6 per game, and you don't need 1 every single game, so 2 is like a really good number for that. The same thing with Eladamri's Call, right? Like, you don't need to tutor for Risen Reef every game, because there's a good number of games where you're just drawing it naturally. Similarly with Ren and 6, there's gonna be some number of games where you just like have your fetches naturally, and the Ren and 6 isn't that good. So you want to have access to it, and you want it to like just ensure that you hit your land drops with Omnath and Titania and stuff when your deck's rolling, but you never want to draw multiples. These are some really good questions. Y'all are great. This deck's like really meticulous and like sequencing oriented. Like, you have to put a lot of thought every time you like you crack your fetch and stuff. And like we saw that one round, I went down to like the last like 30 seconds on the clock before we managed to pull a win out of our asses. So so I'm not the best at answering like deck choice questions when I'm in the middle of the thinking and stuff. And that's on me, that's not on you folks. But getting questions now, fielding questions now is a lot better. We're in between rounds. You feel like voice has been very medium. Did you watch that whole league? We got a lot of Risen Reef triggers off of Voice of Resurgence. Like, a lot. Like, the Voice of Resurgence has drawn a lot of cards with Risen Reef, and then it's also given us a lot of power and value. There was one game that gave us like 18 power. I wouldn't cut Voice of Resurgence. The Unsettled Mariner is a worse card, but it's a better card for pitching. Voice is good for sure. Have I tried 5 color Skelementals? I've seen the list before. I've tried a bunch of different Skelemental decks. If I had to eat one of the cards in the deck, which would it be? I mean, Risen Reef isn't uncommon. It looks like some tasty sea life. Like, anything that Coral grows on can't be that bad, right? Wait, I might have a new answer. Brushfire Elemental? Brushfire Elemental's a little aggro. You want to play that in a deck that's trying to, like, murder your opponent dead really quickly. This deck's just, like, churning through values. It's getting a ton of value. Is this a Yorion deck? You could build this deck as a Yorion deck. And if you do that, then you're going to up the numbers of Ren and 6 and stuff. We could look at what that would look like. Do people want to do that? Look at what a Yorion build of the deck would look like. You want to suck the Cheeto dust off Omnath's hands? Amazing. It shouldn't take too long. One of the big issues with Yorion is that it eats up a sideboard slot. But we definitely have a deck with, like, natural comes into play, triggers, and that's usually a good sign for a Yorion build. Oops. Have I felt good about the mana base? I have. I didn't change the mana base between leagues. I kept it the same. Or maybe another rest in peace. So Ren and 6 becomes a 3. The Eladamri's calls have been decent. They haven't been, like, amazing. They've been decent. We use them to tutor for value a few times. Sometimes you, like, sit there with Omnath mana and, like, don't have much to do with it. And being able to Eladamri's Call for either Titania or Risen Reef is really strong. I haven't called for Omnath yet, but I could see that being strong too, because it's just so good in some matchups. So I think a lot of what you're doing when you're making this an 80 card deck is you're just like filling out those numbers. Just turning the 3s into 4s and stuff. Did I spell Eladamri's wrong? I called it Eladami's. Eladami's call! We did not talk about Yarok. I don't think you can add another color, especially because Titania is already so good with Omnath. Did I still misspell it? God damn it. Eladamri's. No first R. Oh, I put Eladamri's. Okay. Okay. Alright. 3rd time's the try. Let's go. And then I don't know if you want 4 this card or 3 is fine. I still don't think you want to draw multiples. So even in an 80 card deck, maybe just play 3. This is why I didn't think it was going to take very long to do an 80 card version. Because I'm mostly just filling out these. Can I fit Ephemerate now? Well, I don't think Ephemerate would be very good in the deck. So I'm not really incentivized to try and fit Ephemerate in. You could play it. Which the lane count be? That's a good question. So if we were at 25 in a 60 card deck. It's like 0.42. So we do 33 out of 80. That gives us 0.41, and then I think 34 is a little over. Yeah, 0.425. Okay, so we want 33 or 34 lands, one of the two. Are we skipping on any fetches? No, we have all of our green fetches here. We could add some non-green fetches. I think what I'm gonna do is add a second forest, and then another prismatic vista, and then maybe we can even fit in some caverns. Also, am I missing a Triumph? I don't think so. All the other Triumphs produce black, right? I'm gonna double check, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. Verdant's an off-color fetch, because we're not playing black mana. Yeah, it's Swamp. This one's in the deck. Swamp, Swamp, yeah. Yeah, the other 3 all have black mana in them. Less interesting to me. Flooded Strand isn't a green fetch, but you're right, it would be fine. Could put like a Flooded Strand or something. Maybe we can go up to 3 Vista. I've seen 3 Vista in, what's that deck? In Niv to Light with only 5 basic fetchables. I think it's okay. Maybe we play another Flooded Strand. Just 1. Being able to fetch green for Utopia Sprawl is really important. We can add a couple Cavern of Souls and then people can stop asking me about it. Primal Beyond. I think that one's worse than Cavern. We can check it out though. Yeah, this is much worse than Cavern of Souls, right? So you'd play 4 Caverns before you played Primal Beyond. Unless you just wanted like a budget thing. What about a Horizon Land? Yeah, not being a forest is a little rough. I don't hate it. Sometimes your life total super matters too, so having a land that domes you is really obnoxious. It is kind of sweet with Ren and 6 though. The other 4-mana Omnath, that's true. We can play 1. I like it. Mostly just like 2 or 4 with Eladamri's Call if I don't have Solitude mana but I need a removal spell. I don't hate that. I also don't hate going back up to 4 Subtlety, because we're going to draw it a little less often. Loam? I think Ren at 6 is a lot better than Loam. Also way less time intensive on Moto. Do we want more ramp / fixing than the 4 Utopia Sprawl? I don't know. I don't know what we would play. We could play like other enchant lands. I know some Yorion decks like to play those because like they also have the comes into play like draw a card aspect, so they can fit really well into a Yorion style deck. All right, we wanted Realm Walker. Yeah, good call. Yeah, I thought about a Growth Spiral in the initial 60 card deck. How am I misspelling fucking everything? I'm just gonna type Walker. Listed nothing. Oh, it's all one word, right? That's why it's not showing up here either. Yeah. Yeah, get like one of those in there. Maybe even 2. Mass Vandal. Mass Vandal's interesting. Do you want a main deck one? It's awkward that it's just green because it doesn't like pitch to anything. Why no Primal Beyond? We don't even have 4 Cavern of Souls. We're not going to play Primal Beyond. I just went over this. Does Mass Vandal hit Cauldron? Does it exile? Exile target artifact or enchantment. I like it. I like it. So then we just want like 2 more lands in here. I think we had another duel. It's probably going to be like a double of one of the ones we already have. Because I think we have all the uncolor ones, right? Yeah, since we're a 4-color deck, there should be 3 of each. And we've got 1, 2, 3 blue, 1, 2, 3 green, 1, 2, 3 red, and yeah, 1, 2, 3 white. So we could play like a second copy of Breeding Pool and a second copy of Temple Garden or something. I like a second copy of Breeding Pool. This is not an Aether Vial deck, no. That's why there's no Aether Vials. I like the easy questions. Sacred Foundry matches Breeding Pool in kind of a nice way. Maybe I want a second copy of Sacred Foundry. It's also possible that I could just play more basics. And then the third copy of Prismatic Vista makes more sense. Like maybe I want a second island. Yeah, let's look at that actually. Another island and another plains. And the issue with adding these basics is that it's gonna give us more hands that are mulligans. But we did already add some like fetches and stuff. Yeah, I think this looks decent. There's definitely been a few games where I wanted a second forest. Especially when I'm going like Omnath, Crack a Fetch, and playing Titania. Like a lot of times I have to bolt myself to do that, because I have to fetch a Shock and to play untapped. Because usually I want to fetch a basic forest to fit the Utopia Sprawl on turn 1. So having a second forest is really nice. I'm less sure about the other two. But yeah, this is the way to go. If I was gonna try out a Yorian build, I think it would look a lot like this initially, and then we'd see what would perform and stuff. Hey, Gorilla King, thanks for the sub, thanks for 11 months. What up, indeed? So the reason I think Eladamri's Call is better than Flamekin Arbinger in this deck is because Flamekin Arbinger tutors to the top of your library, so it's like a vamp tutor, right? If you don't have a Risen Reef in play, if you're just down a card, you just have a 1/1 body that you don't care about. And it puts the card you're tutoring for on top of your library. Whereas Eladamri's Call costs 1 more mana. It doesn't produce a 1/1 body that I don't care about, but it does tutor any card in the deck directly to my hand. So if I have 5 mana, so say I go Omnath Fetch, then I'll have a bunch of mana, and I can like Eladamri's Call for Risen Reef, assuming that I got a green source off the fetch land, and just immediately start churning. You really don't want to cast the tutor elemental in a game where you're like trying to draw lands. It just like locks you out of that, right? So a lot of times it's just like stranded in your hand. You think we have another sideboard slot? We probably have a few. We don't need 3 Veil of Summers if we're playing Caverns. Is it worth trying 2 Mana Dorks in the 80 card version? Oh, like playing 4 Noble Hierarch and the 4 Utopia Sprawl? You could maybe do that. It might be fine. I think I would play like 2. I think I would play 2 Noble Hierarchs as opposed to 4. And I would probably cut one of the Realm Walkers, and you could move the Mass Vandal to the sideboard, or you could like shape the Force Subtlety. Force of Vigor? Yeah. I kind of wanted Force of Vigor against Death and Taxes, but like Mass Vandal's kind of eating that spot, huh? Endurance in the side. We already have 3 Endurance. We're like pretty good on that. Unsettled Mariner is fine. It's a elemental that triggers Risen Reef and pitches to our pitchables. Solitude and Subtlety and stuff. It's not like the best card ever printed or whatever. Arbor Elf over Hierarch, just because Arbor Elf plays well with Utopia Sprawl. The issue with Arbor Elf is it doesn't fix, right? Like we're playing a 4-color, like really mana-intensive deck. So if you go turn 1 Arbor Elf, turn 2 Utopia Sprawl, that gets you 4 mana on turn 2, and that's going to be really good for casting a Subtlety, but it's not going to help you. It's not going to let you cast an Omnath, right? So if you're doing the Arbor Elf Utopia Sprawl thing, you really want to be able to actually use it if you can like do the nut draw. You want to be able to use that 4 mana. You want to be able to play like a Coco or something if you actually combine it. Meanwhile, in an 80 card deck, it's like not going to combine as often. I think I would just play like a couple Noble Hierarchs because those fix for colors that you don't necessarily have. Flamekin Arbinger is good. You're not wrong, but a very different deck. This deck has the mana for Eladamri's Call, so I think it's just better. Let's see, we have the 4th Force Negation. We were talking about Noble Hierarch. I'll add a couple. With 2, you're not gonna run into a spot where like a lava thing completely destroys you too. And then I think I'm gonna add another Rest in Peace. Another we're an 80 card deck. Do we want Stony Silence? I board like a Stony Silence, even though it's good in the same matchups as Explosives. Actually, I literally just cut the second Fracturing Gust. Let's add the second Fracturing Gust back in. Nice. Yeah, I was saying we don't need as many Veil of Summers if we have Cavern in the main. Cool. Yeah, I think this is how I would approach an 80 card build. Has a lot of the same beats as the 60 card deck, but there's like a little bit more of a tutor package with the Eladamri's Call, with the Realm Walker and the Masked Vandal. And then we just like filled out the numbers. We're playing 3 Red and 6 instead of 2, etc. But just trying to like keep the consistency of the 60 card deck while also having access to Yorion, basically. There'd probably be more sideboard creatures now that we're playing more calls. Like maybe Oath makes sense, that sort of thing. Cards with the caution border are cards that I don't own, yes, that's correct. Except for Yorion. That's just Moto letting me know that I have a Yorion, but it's a companion. It means that it's working as a companion if it's got this border. You'll notice the color's a little different than like the Force Negation. I don't have a 4th Force Negation. Kitaki. Yeah, Kitaki's a fun one too. Anyway, those are all options. I think I'm gonna do a league with some goblins. I think I have time to play a league with goblins. It's only midnight right now. And goblins usually plays like not the fastest, but not the slowest either. I think the Esper Vindicate deck was the deck I was considering playing right now, but I don't think we'd finish a full league here at the end of the night. This deck is a lot of fun, but it takes a lot of time. It's a good thing that Reanimator League was so fast. Can we play a Noble and an Ignoble? Well, Ignoble taps for black, and there's no black mana in this deck, so Noble's just better.